Miguel Guzman's lifelong adoration for dogs blossomed amidst the backdrop of homes brimming with these lovable furry friends. He reveled in their lively spirits and unwavering affection, finding solace in the straightforward companionship they offered. As Miguel transitioned into adulthood and ventured out from his family's abode, the idea of having a canine companion of his own began to crystallize. Confident in his capacity to nurture and cherish, Miguel made his way to a shelter where a beautiful young puppy named Capitan, a striking German shepherd, captured his heart. Enthralled by Capitan's soulful eyes and the exuberance of his wagging tail, Miguel was soon accompanied by the puppy's playful presence around the shelter. It seemed fate had intervened, as the shelter staff jokingly remarked that Capitan had already chosen his new owner, an assertion Miguel wholeheartedly embraced. Bringing Capitan home marked the beginning of a profound bond as they embarked on a journey of shared experiences and mutual growth. Together, they ventured on leisurely strolls through bustling streets, relishing each other's company. Capitan eagerly explored parks, reveling in playful romps with sticks, balls, and fellow canines, always returning to Miguel's side for moments of rest and affection. For Miguel, Capitan's presence brought immeasurable joy and comfort, filling his apartment with warmth and companionship. Sometimes he found solace in Capitan's company surpassing that of human interaction, cherishing the unwavering loyalty and unwritten understanding they shared. However, fate dealt a cruel blow when Miguel fell ill, his battle with throat cancer rendering him unable to partake in their cherished outings. Concealing the severity of his condition, Miguel remained steadfast in his resolve to provide Capitan with a life of happiness and wonder. Amidst the throes of pain, Miguel found solace in the comforting presence of his devoted companion, Capitan, their bond a testament to the enduring power of love and resilience. The loyal dog remained steadfast by Miguel's side, offering silent companionship during their shared moments watching TV. Miguel's battle with illness persisted until the day when he peacefully passed away in his apartment, with Capitan sound asleep on his knees. Capitan's presence brought solace to Miguel's grieving parents, knowing their son hadn't been alone in his final moments. With Capitan now at the family home, Miguel's parents began organizing his funeral arrangements. However, Capitan's behavior took an unexpected turn. Straying from his usual demeanor, he wandered around the unfamiliar surroundings, displaying signs of loneliness and longing for the affection he had received from Miguel. His appetite dwindled, and a profound sadness seemed to consume him. As the family mourned Miguel's loss, Capitan mourned the departure of his closest friend. Coping with his grief proved overwhelming, leading Capitan to make a surprising decision. He ran away. Seizing an opportunity, he dashed out the door, leaving the family too overwhelmed with grief to immediately pursue him. When they finally embarked on their search, they stumbled upon a poignant scene that touched their hearts deeply. Capitan had found his way to the graveyard where Miguel was laid to rest, perched atop the grave as if seeking solace amidst the cold, muddy earth. Witnessing this, Miguel's parents were profoundly moved. Though they attempted to coax Capitan away, he remained steadfast, showing reluctance to leave the sacred ground. Despite their persistent efforts, they couldn't convince him to leave Miguel's side. Eventually, Miguel's mother managed to carry Capitan back home, but he soon broke free again, returning to the gravesite. His grief was palpable, his determination to stay with his beloved master unwavering. In this extraordinary display of loyalty and devotion, Capitan found solace in the presence of his departed owner, unwilling to part from his side. Recognizing Capitan's deep attachment to his beloved owner's resting place, Miguel's family understood that he wasn't yet ready to depart. They hoped that with time, Capitan might eventually choose to return home on his own terms. Respecting his bond with Miguel, the family made the decision to allow Capitan to remain at the cemetery. Each day, they faithfully visited Miguel's grave, bringing sustenance and comfort to both him and Capitan. Gratefully, Capitan partook in these offerings before returning to his vigil by Miguel's side. Despite moments of weariness and loneliness, Capitan remained steadfast in his commitment. Over the passing years, this unique companionship endured. Capitan would occasionally wander off, retrieving a stick and placing it atop the grave. A poignant gesture, perhaps in a silent attempt to engage in a game of fetch with his departed owner. Though these interactions remained unfulfilled, Capitan found solace in his presence. As time went on, Capitan began to show signs of aging, his once vibrant coat graying and his mobility diminishing. Content to sit by Miguel's grave, he greeted the family with unwavering joy each day, allowing them to shower him with affection. Though the idea of bringing Capitan home had long been relinquished, Miguel's family found comfort in knowing that their son's loyal companion found solace in his presence. As Capitan's health declined further, Miguel's family sought the guidance of a veterinarian. Tests revealed kidney failure, a condition for which no viable treatment existed. Faced with the painful reality of Capitan's suffering, the family made the heartbreaking decision to ease his pain. Arrangements were made for the vet to peacefully euthanize Capitan, allowing him one final night in the cemetery, close to his beloved owner's resting place. However, the events that followed would prove to be even more heart-wrenching than anyone could have foreseen, plunging all involved into sorrow. As morning broke, Miguel's mother made her way to the cemetery, hoping to spend a final hour with Capitan before making the difficult decision. Yet, upon approaching the grave, a dreadful realization washed over her. Capitan lay still, as if peacefully asleep, an unusual stillness that pierced her heart. Despite his age and frailty, Capitan would typically stir at the approach of anyone, but not this time. With cautious steps, Miguel's mother neared the gravesite, only to be met with overwhelming devastation. Capitan had passed away during the night, his ailments claiming him before the vet's intervention. The loyal guardian who had watched over his owner's resting place for over a decade had found his own peace, reuniting with Miguel once more. Amidst her grief, Miguel's mother's tears bore a mix of sorrow and, in some measure, relief. The unbreakable bond between her son and Capitan was palpable, a connection that transcended their lives and even death. Capitan found his final resting place above Miguel's grave, ensuring their reunion. In a modest ceremony, the family paid tribute to Capitan's unwavering loyalty and love, despite losing his master 12 years prior. Wrapped in a comforting blanket, Capitan once again sat atop the owner he held dear in his faithful heart. Thankfully, Capitan's story touched many, elevating him to local celebrity status. In honor of his eternal faithfulness, the city erected a beautiful memorial, ensuring that Capitan, one of the world's most loyal dogs, would forever be remembered as a symbol of unwavering devotion.